Hi guys, welcome to another interview of Talks with TEC. My name is Jibran and I'm here with my friends Ekta, Naveya and Ayush. First up, I hope you guys are at your homes taking care of yourself, your loved ones, practicing social distancing and just staying away from all the chaos that's going on outside. That being said, let's start today's session. So, art, something that cannot be defined. We can never put art into words. Yes, we can put the theory of art into something, into like a definition, but the concept of art itself will always stay bigger than those words. An artist is someone that has no boundaries. From Michelangelo to Elvis Presley, art has always left its witnesses awestruck. Now, we all love to doodle and hum to our favorite songs and try to paint, but these are very classic forms of art. For today's episode, we have someone who's as unique as the art that she performs. She's a housewife, an entrepreneur, an artist at her heart, and the very first book artist in India. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Shikha Jain with us. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine too. It's a pleasure to have you with us. And how's quarantine been for you?
It's a little difficult as workload has increased. Even now, as an housewife, even as the work that is there, people sitting at home wants new ideas, new gifts, and the courier system in India is it's all lockdown. So there is too much of chaos going on.
Yeah, but the thing is that you're managing it so pretty and so well, and the work that you're doing is just amazing. So we'll be talking about everything in the sections. I'll just quickly go about how this is gonna go. So we have prepared a set of few questions that we're gonna ask you, and we're gonna have a bit of a fun in the end sections of our interview. So we can start whenever you said you're ready, ma'am.
I am anytime ready for that.
Okay, ma'am. So my very first question for you would be, what exactly is book art, and how did it catch your attention?
Okay, so book art is basically, the name is, goes as folded book art. So it doesn't mean that if you open the book, it's going to come pop out or something. It's just by folding each page separately, manually, you have to fold each page to create something that, whatever, if any image is there in your mind, you can just create it on the book. So it is like a 3D object that is there, and when you say about coming up with this book art idea, I came up with this book art idea like almost I could say 6.5, 7 years ago when my sister got engaged and her fiance stays in US. So when he went to an exhibition trying to buy some art for her, I happened to see there, like there was a stall which was kept over there, and he just passed away, and the glimpse of that entire uh, if you see that entire bookshelf that that lady had made was so amazing. I tried finding it on YouTube, I tried finding it on Instagram, everywhere. There was nothing, not even a single video of how is it made or what it is known as. Nothing was there. So there, somewhere I got inquisitive about it, and then when I told my Jiju just to ask who was she and how did she come up with all this? So she didn't tell much, but then he was like, there's one, she just gave an idea that there's one YouTube video which I have made. So if you want to go through and just see, wherein she speaks nothing about how it is done. But yes, that was an idea that she gave, and that was the only inspiration I could say for me that, okay, I can do it, I will do it, and I just tried it, and this is how it started.
Wow. So something that started from a glimpse of an eye walking down in a street has actually become so unique and amazing. And it's such a
Yeah.
delicate work. You have to said like it's not, cutting or something like that. It's just paper folding manually. So it's
Yeah.
that's really amazing, ma'am. That's really amazing. So that gets me to the next question. That is like now that you knew what book art was, I mean, you had a little bit of an idea. How and when did you start to decide, okay, let me just try a lot of things. Let me just be creative and see if I can do my own thing.
Yeah, so the first idea was to create for my sister itself. So it was their marriage date that I was trying, like, okay, I just wanted to do something for them. So I didn't know what kind of books to take. I had no idea what am I going to, do. Even if after marking and everything I did, when I was just folding the pages, I didn't know what I'm going to come up with. Even if that was going to look as what I wanted was just very doubtful. But after trial and error, after making few books for my relatives, my cousins, and everybody, when they came up with an idea like telling me that, okay, this is good, that you can even, if you could just make it from my friends. So this is like a gray point that it started, wherein one person telling the other and the other goes on. So there, where I used to just, I wasn't selling at that point. It was just for my relatives or somebody who I know. So who told me that, okay, I want it. So that is how I started, and this is how, everything fell in place. And I came up with ideas. I rectified my mistakes, and okay, when you're giving it to your relatives, even if it is little shabby or something, they won't even mind it. So they actually came up with, okay, this is not right. This is something where it is not looking good. So this is how I got feedback and improved myself. And then once some people just, it was friend, and I was like, why am I supposed to make for you? That is how they came up with an idea. It was just me and my sister came up with an idea that, okay, we can sell it and just try selling it. So there we came, and this all started as an Instagram thing.
Wow. So, what can I say? Every great thing starts with one question: what if? So you just started off like,
Yeah,
okay, you wanted a gift for your sister's wedding, and now we are here. So that's really amazing.
yeah.
That's so sweet that you started for such a unique gift actually to give to someone, and such a nice thing to do for someone. Then eventually it started off, and then you started selling. That's really nice, ma'am. So my next question is actually very related to the platform that you're using, Instagram. So as you said, as I also introduced, that there are not lot of book artists in India, and Instagram
Yeah.
is such a amazing platform. So why how did it come to your mind that you could use Instagram as a platform to spread the whole art form?
Well, as I told you, see, this all is very trending and out of India. So when those people are using the same platform, so it is mostly Facebook or Instagram that they are using, and that is how they come up with an idea. So when you see, okay, one person is having so many orders through Instagram. So I had a talk with one to a few of the, just random people on Instagram wherein they were selling books. So some happened to be from UK, some from Australia. So these people, when they told, okay, Instagram being a nice platform wherein you can sell, they even gave me an idea about Etsy, selling it on Etsy. So that is how, one telling the other, okay, you can just try Facebook, try Instagram. When I tried both of them, I started on Instagram and Facebook on the same time. But the response on Instagram was quite better than people replying on Facebook. People replying on Facebook is not the generation that I am targeting to. So those people are not the people who actually are interested in buying something unique, but just they are just inquisitive about, okay, why are you making it? Why are you doing this? But nobody was interested. Wherein on Instagram, people do find, well, they are into finding new stuff. They want to see something unique going on, and people are into watching out for pictures like that. So I chose mainly these two, and I didn't know about much other any other sites where I can just promote myself.
Okay. Well, your network helped you a lot. That's really nice. Your friends and everything. And obviously, Instagram is becoming such a huge platform. So that was the right on
Yes.
that you choose the right platform for that. All right.
Right.
You also said that book art and unique stuff like these are actually trending outside of India, and you're
Yes.
actually trying very hard to bring this culture into India. So what do you think is like the future of book art itself in India? I mean, there are not a lot of people, again, there are not a lot of people doing it, but you might have seen a lot of change and people might have become interested in this. So what do you feel?
Uh, See, Bokart has unlimited options. As I told you, even whatever you're looking forward to, like even if I am just looking at you, I can make your image on the entire book. So first it started wherein I used to just make one alphabet, two alphabets, one name. Now then we started with logos, like literally a entire logo can be copy pasted. Then we started was with portraits, but the portraits were all black and white. So now if you want to see, I have seen somebody outside making portraits which are colored photos on an book. So each page is being colored separately to form that entire book. So if you see, I have a book over here.
Yeah.
So in this book, if you see, each page is being separately colored. So understand, if I want to just make an image out of it, so each page would be colored and painted in that form. So that would be something that I would say is the future kind of a thing that I am trying to. But yes, those things have been already tried out outside, and there is even crystallized book that is being tried out outside. So I am trying for both, wherein crystallized books are something that looks like as if it's been removed from a ocean deep down under, kept it for like 400, 500 years, and it's just there on your shelf. So you might have seen crystallized small instruments that are being crystallized, like small things. But a book, entire book being crystallized is something new.
Wow. And I mean, someone has rightly said that a book is a man's best friend. And who knew that it would be such an amazing thing? Someone would come up with such an amazing idea of book art. And like you said, it's not an easy process, and each page requires a lot of attention, and you need to paint it. And that's really, really amazing, the work that you're doing, ma'am. That's really
No,
nice.
because one, if one page goes wrong or something, you've done a single page, people do say, okay, I've just done, you've done one, there's a slight mistake, this alphabet doesn't look good. I like to change that alphabet. I need to make an entire new book, because I can't change the pages in between or add some pages or remove some pages. It's just going to stay like this only. So whatever I have to entirely plan it accordingly and then start, because one silly mistake can ruin your entire process and start from restart.
Exactly.
It's
There's
just
no
like pressing a restart button from your
that's true.
computer.
There's not much scope of mistake here, but then it's all worth it when you see the end product. I mean, can you
Yeah,
again show the book actually for our viewers? That's really amazing. The thing that you did.
yeah.
Wow,
This
that's
is
so
there.
lovely. That's so nice, man. That's really
So
nice.
it's like entire thing has single pages that has been folded, and people do misunderstand it that okay, you might have just cut it. Like people, there is sculptures, book sculptures even are made out of cutting the entire book. So these are not cut, but each page is being folded separately. So if you unfold the entire book, it's going to come into, like as if you've never done anything on the book.
Exactly, exactly. That's so
So
nice.
I think I have one book which is just left behind. One sec.
Sure, sure, sure.
Get it. Yeah. So this will help you understand much better. So if I open this entire page, it has nothing.
Just a bit. Can you just lift the book a bit up? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
when you open the pages, so it's just going to say that okay, there was nothing done on the book.
Wow, that's
So
so
you
nice.
can just open the entire book and the book stays like that.
Wow.
So it would be as if there was nothing done on the book prior. Okay, if I've colored it like this, colored books can be seen. If it is uncolored, then the person even not might not even know that there was something on it.
That's something done to the book.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so nice. So,
No, because people do come up and tell me that, okay, why are you wasting books? So this is not like wasting. I am revaluing the books and upcycling them and giving them value. So people throw it in dustbin. It's better to be as a showpiece than in dustbins.
exactly. So you're not destroying the books, you're not changing anything, you're not cutting anything, you're just folding it.
Nothing.
You can get the book back as it was before you started. That's so
Yes.
amazing and so nice, man. So I'd like to ask you one more question, and this is a very different and personal kind of a question. I'd like to ask you one memory of you working on a book or something that you always cherish, like one memory from your work process or your school or college where you had this idea and you can never forget that memory. We always ask this question. So
Okay. When you say about memory, I would say I started with portrait books, like not colored ones, but just black and white portrait book. And I happened to just that time there was Dabang that was released. So being a Salman Khan fan, I just tried his portrait, and which turned out to be good. And there were many people asking, ready to pay like how much ever I demand for, but I just didn't felt like selling it, and that was the most unique piece that I ever made. So I just kept it for myself.
That's so sweet and lovely. That's so nice. So with that, we come to end of our first section. That was the main section, and let's just get a bit easy, and let's just start a very casual section. So this is the second section that we like to call the casual section. It's also known as the rapid fire round. But there's no
Okay.
like competition here, so you're the winner. We just want to know about you more and everything that you feel.
What's
So
my hamper then?
ma'am, we'll try to present something. We'll try to make something really nice for you from our end, whatever we can, and we'll present it to you. That will
Sure,
be your
that
hamper
is
for. So we have like a set of five, six questions, and we would want you to,
okay.
answer as quickly as possible. Whatever comes to your mind, just spit it out. Everything that is okay.
Okay.
So we'll just start it right now. So the very first question of your rapid fire round is your favorite artist or your favorite art form.
I don't know. These don't match. I don't know anybody who's an artist except for everybody knows Picasso.
Picasso. Okay,
Okay,
that's a very
and the
honest
art
answer.
form that I like is I actually tried for painting myself also, but never got so good in that.
Anyway, but that's a very honest and very sweet answer. So we'll go quickly to the next question. That is your celeb crush. I think we have the answer to it, but then again, I'll ask you your celeb crush,
Yeah,
celebrity.
yeah. So that, as I said, it's going to be Salman Khan
Salman
itself.
Khan. Anyone else on second position or someone like that? Favorite actress or something?
Uh, Hrithik Roshan for his body.
Okay, that's very nice. That's very nice. So that gives me to the third question.
He's
That is,
never aging.
he's never aging, exactly, and he's a favorite. We all love Hrithik Roshan. And that brings me to the third question. That is your most favorite piece that you ever made. Maybe your favorite piece. Again, I think we have the answer, but then I'll ask you again. What would be your most favorite, first or second most favorite piece that you ever made?
First piece would be the first piece that I ever made for my sister. That would be
That
the first and last piece that would ever stay as the memory or anything you can say. It is the most valuable stuff to me.
that's so sweet. That's so sweet. And that gets me to the fourth question. That is one weird or strange superstition that you believe in as an artist or as a person, anything.
Um, I don't know. I just feel I've never used religious books for making book art. I just don't want to fall into fights.
that,
That's the honest answer.
that's
I
a
just don't
very
want to fall into fights. And it's staying in India, that is the most crucial part that you can do is, if you're doing working on some holy book, I would just not prefer that.
that's
So
again a
that is
very
the kind of a superstition or something you can say. I just don't want to do it. So I never take any books that are holy books or something.
okay. Okay, that's also a very honest answer. That gets me to the next question. That is, what? Now we know that you decided that you will never sell that Salman Khan piece of the one, but I want to ask you one piece that you actually decided to sell, but later think and changed your mind and like, no, no, I'll just keep this one. This is pretty special to me.
There are no such piece as such, but yeah, some pieces that I do come up with as new stuff, like I do try new things. So till the time I don't come up with a better one, better version of it, that is going to be the first piece that I want to keep.
Okay, so that's again a very honest and very cute answer that you gave, ma'am. And that will lead me to the last question of the rapid round, which is while working, what kind of an environment do you prefer? I mean, I know a lot of artists who prefer a very silent environment, and then some are there who, listen to music. What kind of a person are you? Do you like to be silent, or do you like music, or just be normal?
Yeah, I would like to at least have some kind of, if not music, some kind of series that I'm watching or something like something that is going on around me makes me happier. Sitting alone doesn't work for me. So I just want something going around me. So I'll listen to music or watch some series and do my work side by side.
Okay, that's so nice. And with that, we've actually come to the end of our interview. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time. But, ma'am, before we end, would you like to add something from for our viewers or something like that?
I would say that being an artist in India is very difficult. So selling in India is also going to be all the more difficult. So anybody who wants to try into art is you just be yourself and never go for the money factor that is there attached to it. because in India there is no scope for money factor. That is, if you are going to compare yourself with people earning outside and you trying it in India and you don't earn it, just don't get demotivated by that. Let Indian people come, just understand what you are doing, just try new stuff so that people will actually be interested in watching what you want to show.
Wow. With on that note, that was the amazing, amazing Shikha Jain for you guys. And you can check her work. That's amazing. You can check her work on Instagram. We'll add her handles in the bio. And we hope and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts, ma'am, for taking out your time and coming with us on this interview. It was really, really amazing to have
It
you.
was fun talking to you too.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.